we should not learn the definition. Instead, we learn from the examples. And if we do like this, the subject of language will be far easier to us. Good morning, class 8. Hope you enjoyed the holidays, even maintaining the social norms during the pandemic. Today we are going to have a new chapter, and already you have studied these things in the previous classes, but when you restart anything, it is always new. We should try to adapt something that we have not done before. We should try to study something that we have not studied before. So today we are going to start a new chapter. I wish that you should use the copies and pens while going through this video, so that you can write down certain things which are really needed, and that will help you to get some doubts too. I'll add my phone number along with this very video, so if you find any doubts, you can directly ask me via WhatsApp at any time, and I will try to reply you back within a certain stipulated time, but I'll surely reply. So today our chapter is going to be conjunction. We'll start the introduction of this very chapter. This is the introduction, and more than that, what we'll do today, I'll also attach certain number of exercises along with this one in PDF format. So you should try to go through these things. So the method of study will be this one. We'll go through textbooks that we have, and more than that, we'll go through Wren and Martin, which is obviously needed for the perfect understanding of any chapter. So here you go. What is a conjunction? Conjunction is like glue. That means it attaches two items. It helps things to stick together. Now, what are the things? The sentences. A conjunction joins words, phrases, and sentences, which are called clauses. So, what we can say? We can say conjunction joins two or more words, two or more phrases, and two sentences, two or more sentences, and more than that, it can join a phrase and a clause, or two clauses. There are three types of conjunction that we have in English language. First is coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunction, and correlative conjunction. Now, you should note these things in your notebooks. Now you have to do what? You have to draw a map or draw a table or a tree, and you have to make three branches, and you have to write three types of conjunction: coordinating, subordinating, and correlative. And what you have to do further? Under each of these branches, you have to write the definition as well as examples. First is, again we will come to the proper definition. Conjunction join two or more words. Now look, here is the example. I went to the store to buy eggs, milk, and bread. I went to the store to buy eggs, milk, and bread. Next, conjunction can join two prepositional phrases. I went skiing down the hill and past the trees. So here are the two prepositional phrases. One is skiing down, and also you can see past. It should be went past the tree. So two phrases are added here. Now conjunction can connect to clauses or sentences. When two sentences are joined, a comma must be placed before the conjunction. Just like this one, I played cards for a while, but then I played chess. Now you see the conjunction but is used here, And immediately what is done? One comma is added just before the term but. One type of conjunction is the coordinating conjunction. Coordinating. They connect words, phrases and clauses which are sentences. They connect things of equal value. That means they would connect a noun with another noun or prepositional phrases or with another prepositional phrases. While going through the examples, we can get far more ideas. Next, types of conjunction, it is for coordinating. We should remember the formula of fanboys. Fanboys stand for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. You can see all are written in red color. For, F, and, A, nor, that is N, but, that is B, or, that is O, yet, that is Y, and so. Next, coordinating conjunctions affect the meaning of the sentence and connects things and that are alike or joined together. I want popcorn and pizza. Both are foods. Okay. So those are things which are alike. Coordinating conjunction affect the meaning of your sentence but is used to connect things that are different or separated. I want popcorn but not pizza. So when to use and? When we make or we keep two things similar, and when we make two things dissimilar, that time we use but. Just like I like cricket. I cannot write and I like football. It should be I like cricket but I don't like football. Types of conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions affect the meaning of your sentence. Or is used to offer a choice. Just like do I want popcorn or pizza? Just like do you want ice cream or chocolate? So here we get the choice using or. Coordinating conjunction affect the meaning of your sentence. How? Nor is used to offer negative choice. If the sentence is negative, we use nor. I do not want popcorn nor pizza. That means both are deselected. Next, yet is used to show a change when it is used to combine two sentences. You must put a comma before it. I want popcorn, comma, yet I also want pizza. He is sick, yet he works hard. So what we get here? We are combining two sentences and at the same time we are showing a change. That boy is sick. What do you expect? You expect him not to work well, but he is working well. So what we should use instead of but? The boy is sick, yet he works hard. So is used to show a relationship between things. Most usually we use it to show cause and effect. When is used to combine two sentences. When it is used to combine two sentences, you must put a comma before it. Just like I want popcorn, so I made some. She is sick, so she took rest. One cause and effect is added here. Next, for is also used to show a relationship between things. When it is used to combine two sentences, you must use a comma. I ordered a pizza, comma, for I was hungry. So again here we have cause and effect. Another type we have, that is subordinating conjunction. A subordinating conjunction, it connects to dependent clause, a clause that cannot be written as a separate sentence with an independent clause. If, while, because, although, after, before, unless, when, until, since, then, as, till, and many more. We have some 50 subordinating conjunction. We celebrated after we won the game. We celebrated after we won the game. Next, because our train was delayed, we arrived late. Now, we cannot use it separately. After we won the game, this is dependent clause. This is subordinating clause or dependent clause. Which one is the independent clause or principal clause? We celebrated. We celebrated we can use separately, but we cannot use after we won the game separately. So whenever we use dependent clause or subordinating clause, what we have to do? We have to use one principal clause. Then it will form a sentence. Just next one. Because our train was delayed. This cannot be written separately. We have to use it with a principal clause. Which one is the principal clause here? We arrived late. So the sentence sounds like this. Because our train was delayed, we arrived late. Watson listened quietly while Holmes explained his theory. So Watson listened quietly while Holmes explained his theory. Which one is the subordinating clause? That part is the subordinating or dependent clause, which one starts with a subordinating conjunction while Holmes explained his theory. Another one is correlative conjunction. Today we are just going through the details of these things. Keep it in mind, this video is not a standalone video. We'll have some worksheets, we'll have the textbook, Rain and Martin, all together will form this one. So one class or one topic may take 3 to 4 videos to get completed. And I also recommend you to watch the video in full screen. Correlative conjunction connect words just like other conjunction, phrases, clauses which are sentences. Correlative conjunction connect things of equal value. This means they will connect a verb with another verb or a sentence with another sentence. By seeing the example, we'll understand. Just like we have both and, whether or, neither nor, not only but also, and again either or. These are not single word, they come in pair. There are 5 pairs of conjunctions. Actually nowadays we have more than that. Now, I saw both the Statue of Liberty and the Empire State Building. Both and. I don't want neither pickles nor tomato on my hamburger. I don't know whether to play baseball or to play basketball this year. Next, not only do I play flute, but also I play the clarinet. So, not only I play, that means verb, but also play, that is also verb. This is connecting verbs. So, these are the basic things related to conjunction, but as I told you, this is not a standalone video. In next video, we'll try to do more, perform better, and this one I want you to write down in your copies so that there should not be any confusion. Thank you everyone.